Hey guys, Zogi-san here and welcome to the channel. Today I want to share with you guys how to easily gear out your 14, 15 alts 4x3 and with all the proper stuff that you need for them to start doing Bolton and then progressing yourself into Vicus for relatively cheap. I'm going to share that with you guys in this video, but before we get into that, please subscribe to the channel. It helps me out so much and it keeps you guys up to date on everything Lost Ark. And while you're at it, go ahead and join the community Discord down below in the description. I will have the link for you guys. We just hit over 100 members last night, I believe. Thank you guys so much for filling that up. Let's get a lot of people in there and get gaming and playing Lost Ark together. Anyway, with that out the way, let's hop straight into today's video. So we are talking about obviously getting your 4x3 on your new 1415 alt. I got this to 1430, don't worry about it. This is a new 1415 alt of mine. But yeah, this is how you can easily get 4x3 plus 1 if you're lucky. But we're not going to focus too much on that plus 1. This is just to get 4x3. I'm going to show you guys a really cheap way to do it. So there's two methods I'm going to share with you guys in this video. One method does require cutting a 7-7 stone. I know a lot of people don't have good luck with this, and that's why I'm giving you guys two options. The other option will be cutting a 6-6 stone. So it's a lot easier to cut a 6-6 relic stone. Is actually about a 30% chance or something like that. So cutting a 6-6 relic is pretty easy. So I'm going to give you guys that option as well. But if you do get lucky and cut yourself a 7-7 stone, you can actually get 5x3. And this is without the use of legendary books as well. You just need to play smart and you need to get two legendary accessories with your class engraving on them. Because obviously your class engraving is usually what's the most expensive thing. So let me show you guys my auction house interested list. So there's 1, 2, 3.5, say about 4k all in all is what I spent to get my Glavier 4x3. And this is a little bit of a budget build. Obviously, we do have Raid Captain instead of like Cursed Doll or something like that. But I will share with you guys how to get 4x3 on a pretty expensive class. Next, the Shadow Hunter. I'm going to show you guys the tip how to do it on a Shadow Hunter because they are really expensive to build right now. Everybody makes Shadow Hunters. But this is how you would actually end up getting 4x3 plus 1 with the 7-7 stone cheaply. Now I will show you guys, I have this calculator here for you guys. It's called the Lower Toda, and then you can just go there and I will have it linked down below in the description for you guys. Really nice calculator when you're doing engravings. I never try and build a character without actually doing this. So you can select all the engravings you want. There's even different presets up top. And you select them. So therefore my 4-head dragon, because I'm playing the 4-headed dragon build. I did it like that. And then what you do is you get one relic piece with +5 on it. That's just a free one over there pretty much. But then the legendary pieces have 3/3 on them. So this over here will have my class engraving. And then +3 of whatever is the cheapest one you can find of what you're building. And then the next one over there is actually a relic piece again. That is +5 and then +3 on Grudge. Obviously, Grudge really cheap if you get +5 on a relic with Grudge. Usually cheap because a lot of people actually have the +12 books on Grudge, so using the +5 accessories, not many people do that. That's why I chose to cut an ability stone with +5, with Grudge on the stone, because a lot of people obviously have the book, so they don't ever roll stones with Grudge. That's something to keep in mind. But you can just search around in the auction house and really look and then pin them and then come back to your calculator and go back and forth over and over like that. So moving on, we got Grudge 5, Raid Captain 3 there. And then this over here is another legendary piece, because obviously you can't see it with the pictures, but you can with the pluses on the engravings. So we got Keen Blunt 3 and Pinnacle 3, because that is our class engraving. You can put in your negatives as well, so you can see that you don't go over the negative cap. And then the next piece, I believe, was just a +5 of that. So there's 3/3, there's 1 5/3, there's another 5/3, the other one is 3/3, and then this relic piece on the neck piece, usually you want to try and get something that's +5 in whatever you need. So say now we didn't have this adrenaline yet and you needed it in Grudge somewhere. Just get +5 of one engraving and the other engraving is totally dead, doesn't matter to you. And get as high quality as you can on the necklace, because the relic necklace with high quality obviously will give you a lot more stats than a legendary one with high quality. And in doing so like this, as you can see in game, it cost me less than 3k for this build, and it's 4x3 plus 1 is a little bit of a budget build with Raid Captain, but it's still going to get the job done. And then just keep in mind, obviously you do need Fions for this. So with this setup, running the two legendaries, cheesing it like that, it's going to be 25 Fions, 50 Fions, 75 Fions, and then that's going to be, what's that, 80, 90, be like 105 Fions if you do it this way. But if you go full relics, it's going to be 125 Fions. So with the current Fion price, you are looking at, obviously we put that to 9, so we can buy the 100 Fion pack, 17k for 100 Fions. So you always have to put that in. So obviously this build all in all is going to cost me about 20k, but Fions are here to stay, guys. We can't really do much about Fions. Nobody likes them, myself included. But Fions are there to stay. It's just how the game works, and it's part of the system. So if you are building a new 4x3 character, you're looking at least 20k, even if you build it really cheaply. Obviously, just because 3/4 of that price is just for the Fions. Although recently with the login bonuses, we did get a lot of free Fions, so that is really nice. So just keep that in mind. But let me show you guys how I do it on my Shadowhunter now. We are in the process of building her up because I got her to 14-15 recently. You guys seen that in the last video I showed you guys about the pushing your odds to 14-15. So with the method I'm going to use on the Shadowhunter, I'm going to show you guys via I have it saved on the pin. We're actually going to get 2 class engravings, 2 books with Demonic Impulse, because Demonic Impulse accessories are really expensive right now. I guess, I mean, she's meant to be a cheap alt, but a lot of people play her and a lot of people like her in our version of the game. So she's not really a cheap alt. The same thing with Iron Man, with Scouter. He's also meant to be a cheap alt, but right now it's crazy overpriced for him. But this is how we set it up with a 9/9 book. So we got both our class engravings on the book. So we will have 18 on our class engraving. But then we can actually do this on the other engravings like this. So a ring, we got 5 on Grudge and then 3 Hitmaster. Obviously I put in the negatives. I did pin them for you guys. I'll show you in a second in game. Then we get another relic piece, 5/3 over there. Hitmaster Grudge. Getting the +5 on the Grudge is usually the best thing to do. And as I said before on the neck there, we went with +5 Grudge and totally ignored the other engraving just to get high spec on it. And I also went with a negative to +3. And this is using a 6/6 stone, as you can see over there. And then another relic piece over there was a +5 without anything else. So relatively cheap. And then another earring over there, relic +4, +3, just to round it out. And again, obviously, because it's not a perfect 5/3, it will be a lot cheaper. So if we go in game and we check at my pins, I'll show you guys the prices of this. So interested list over there. What have we got? 1k, 4k, 4, 5, 6k, say about 7k in total to build a Shadowhunter. Obviously, this is excluding the Fion price. That price you always just have to add in. Think of it as like a tax pretty much. You can't really do anything about it, but it's there and you got to pay it. So 7k to build a Shadowhunter with pretty decent quality on everything. See the neck over there, we got high spec and crit, so that's really good. So if I was to build the Shadowhunter, yeah, 7k is not bad at all. Obviously, ignoring the Fion costs, that's to the side over there. This is using full relics as well. Decent quality on everything. You want to try and get decent quality on the neck and in the earrings when you can. Over 70, but obviously it's really expensive to build this class. I had to compromise a little bit over there and get 57 on the rings. It's not too bad. As you can see, the difference for there is 183 and this one is 190. So it's like 7 spec difference and the quality is barely any different over there. But yeah, obviously these do have different engravings on them. So anyway, guys, that is how you set up your characters efficiently. Oh, and then another thing, don't forget, is your gems. Obviously, for Shadowhunter, you just need 2 gems, Demonic Skill Gems. But for other classes, like my Glavier, I didn't show you guys now when I was on her. She has full level 4s and level 5 gems. Just go run some boss rushes. You don't need more than level 4 or 5 gems on a 14-15 odd. Like, level 4 gems is completely fine. They're still blue at that point, and then a lot cheaper to reroll the silver. So you don't have to spend all your silver rerolling them. Just look up a guide and build yourself correctly with the correct gems. Level 4, level 5. You don't need anything higher than that. Obviously for my Shadowhunter, I'm trying to get level 7s on her because they only use 2 gems. So you can splurge a little bit more in gems and buy them yourself. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video and you like the content, please hit subscribe. It helps me out so much. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Talk you soon out.
Run free and dive into the sky. Hear the